What is going down, genitals? My name is TheRagingWade, and today I have a story for you that it doesn't belong to me, but it happened to a friend of mine, and this friend is a former coworker. In fact, he was a former boss of mine, and he told me this story earlier today. I actually met up with him. He came by my workplace right after I got off, and we caught up. I was getting some taqueria before I went to see Star Trek, which I'm going to do a movie review of, just so you guys know. I just want to rewatch the first one before I do the movie review. So it'll come out sometime this week, but I met up with this buddy. I was waiting in line at taqueria. He was getting from the salad bar, and he's like, "Holy shit, Ben!" And I'm like, "Holy shit, Josh!" And we start catching up a little bit out front, and I noticed something right off the bat, but I didn't want to ask him immediately. So after breaking the ice, catching up a little bit, I asked, "So dude, what's up with your face?" Because his eyes were all red, okay? His eyes just straight across, just this red strip. His eyes were still somewhat bloodshot, and it looked like he got punched in the face twice, but not hard enough to, like, get a legit black eye, but to have some swelling in both eyes. You know, sort of like in, like, the Fight Night games, round 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. You'd have that little metal press to try and fight back the swelling and the puffing from the blood swell. You know, it looked like he needed one of those. Plus his eyes were bloodshot. And I was like, "Dude, what the fuck happened to you?" And he was just like, "Alright, this is some bullshit." So he says that he is a ladies' man. Okay, this guy recently got married about 1.5 years ago. And then, not long after their marriage started, it shortly thereafter ended. Which is ironic because I actually have a guy who reminds me almost exactly of this friend who I work with, and a very similar thing happened to him. But I'm not gonna get into that because that's some fucked up information for me to lay upon you, bros. But point being is, he got married to this girl. He was with her for about 1.5 to 2 months. I think they had a honeymoon. They'd gotten all sorts of stuff taken care of. He wound up getting her pregnant very shortly after the wedding, and then they had a split up. And he really was just broken up by it, and his attempt to get over this woman was more or less the last thing you really want to do, yet for man logic, it's like, yeah, just go slay that, you know, mad gash dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, he kept going out, he kept, like, hooking up with women left and right and left and right. And he's a slightly older guy. He's probably 27, 28 years old, something like that. I'm only 21, so he is a few years older than me, but not, like, a ridiculous age gap. For instance, if I wanted to start talking to Woody, who's, like, 842,672 years old, and I'm 21, obviously there's a pretty major, like, age discrepancy there. However, this guy's 27, 28, something like that. So he has been using Facebook predominantly to meet women. Facebook is relatively new to him. He's not a big tech guy, and he more or less said, "Dude, that Facebook? Holy shit, that Facebook's the shit, man." And I'm like, yeah, I don't really use Facebook. However, I actually do use Facebook for a fan page. I just started. I only have like 4 followers right now. You guys should go check it out. I had an old one. I couldn't change the name on it, or else I didn't know how. So I made a new one. It's just TheRagingWade, Facebook/TheRagingWade, if you guys want to keep up with me and Twitter isn't your thing. So there you go. But I'm not like an avid Facebook user. I use it more for YouTube-related stuff, or interacting with subscribers, and I do casual use. In fact, I think last time I used it was probably like 2 or 3 months ago, and prior to that, like 6 months ago. I don't fuck with Facebook. Somebody usually texts me, "Hey, I sent you something on Facebook." I'm like, "Sweet," and I don't check it. I forget. So he's like, "Yo, dude, I've been meeting women on Facebook. It's so fucking awesome, man." And I'm like, okay, because I'm still curious why his face is all red and his eyes are bloodshot. He's like, "But last night, man, last night was one of the most fucked up, insane nights of my life." I think he said it was like a couple nights ago. Whatever, I fucked up the story a little bit. Doesn't matter. He's like, "A couple nights ago, man, one of the craziest nights of my life. So I met this chick, and things were going well, we had dinner, la 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 la, and then I got back to her place, and we started making out, and I started going down on her, and my phone rang, and I was just kind of like, yeah, fuck off." He's just like saying he tossed his phone across the room or whatever, but the phone kept ringing, so he decided to check it because he thought it might be an emergency. And however, he didn't tell me what the emergency was, but it was in fact an emergency. He left the room and he came back in, and the girl's just like, Josh, why did you rape me? And he's like, what? He's like, he says that she told him that he raped her and that she was calling the police. And he was trying to explain things to her. He sat down next to her on the bed. He's like, I didn't rape you. That's not what's going on. We had a nice night. We had dinner. You invited me back, and we started fooling around. And she's like, why did you rape me? And then apparently she pepper sprayed him and called the police. Now, I think he didn't tell me that he was put under arrest or anything, so I'm assuming she dismissed it. But this woman is batshit fucking crazy. And anybody who's trying to use Facebook to meet women, take note of what happened on my buddy Josh. Because you might just get slapped with some sort of rape suit. That actually sounds fun. A rape suit, like some suit engineered to be raped. I'd buy one. Fuck yeah. Give it to me all day, baby. But case in point, apparently, Facebook whores will pepper spray you.